Hello, everyone. Welcome to Rise Stories. Today's story is about the power of patience and how waiting calmly, even in hard times, can solve the biggest problems in life. But before we begin, let me ask you something. Have you ever faced a problem that made you want to give up? Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, things just don't go your way? If yes, then this story might change the way you look at challenges forever. Once upon a time, in a peaceful countryside surrounded by green hills, there lived a young man named Ethan. Ethan was kind, honest, and hardworking, but he had one weakness. He was very impatient. He wanted quick results in everything he did. If he planted flowers, he expected them to bloom the next day. If he started learning something new, he wanted to master it overnight. And if someone disagreed with him, he would lose his temper easily. One day, a rich businessman from the city visited the village. He announced that he was looking for a responsible farmer who could grow the best crops for his company. The reward was huge. A lifetime partnership and a large amount of money. Hearing this, Ethan's eyes shone with excitement. "This is my chance to prove myself," he said confidently. He met the businessman and promised, "I'll grow the best wheat in the whole region within 3 months." The businessman smiled gently and said, "All right, Ethan, I admire your confidence, but remember, good things take time." Ethan nodded politely, but deep down, he didn't believe it. Ethan started working with great energy. He cleaned his land, bought the best seeds, and watered the field every single day. For the first few weeks, little green shoots appeared, and Ethan's heart filled with joy. But soon, heavy rain hit the village for several days. The soil turned muddy, and some plants began to bend. Ethan panicked. He ran to the field shouting, "Oh no! My crops! They'll be destroyed!" His neighbor, an old farmer named Thomas, saw him and said calmly, "Don't worry, son. Nature knows what it's doing. Just give it time." But Ethan shook his head. "Time? I don't have time. The businessman will come soon. I must fix this now." In his fear, Ethan did something foolish. He started digging up the plants to check if their roots were growing properly. One by one, he pulled them out, thinking he was helping them survive. But by the time he finished, his whole field looked broken and empty. The next morning, the rain stopped. The air was fresh, the sky was clear, but Ethan's crops were gone. He had destroyed them himself because of impatience. Feeling hopeless, Ethan went to old Thomas's house. With tears in his eyes, he said, "I ruined everything, Thomas. I just wanted success so badly that I couldn't wait." Thomas looked at him with kind eyes and said softly, "Ethan, when you plant a seed, do you sit by it all day, waiting for it to grow?" Ethan looked down and replied quietly, "No, I water it and let it be." Thomas smiled. "Exactly. That's patience. You can't pull the roots every day to see if they're growing. Some things need time, not control." Ethan nodded slowly, understanding for the first time. Thomas continued, "If you want, you can start again. But promise me one thing. This time, trust time. Don't fight with it." Ethan took a deep breath and said, "I promise." So Ethan began again. He prepared new soil and planted fresh seeds. But this time, he did things differently. He didn't rush. He didn't panic when it rained. He didn't complain when the sun was too hot. He learned to trust the process. Whenever he felt anxious, he would sit quietly under a tree, close his eyes, and remind himself. Patience is also an action. Days passed, weeks turned into months. and slowly the little green shoots grew taller and stronger. When harvest season arrived, Ethan's field glowed golden under the morning sun. The wheat was healthy, tall, and full of life. The businessman returned to the village. When he saw the field, he was amazed. "This is the best wheat I've ever seen," he said. "You've done an incredible job." Ethan smiled humbly and replied, "Thank you, sir. I just learned to wait." The businessman nodded. "Then you've learned the most important lesson in life: patience." He kept his promise and made Ethan his long-term business partner. Over the years, Ethan became one of the most respected farmers in the region. People from nearby villages came to learn from him. They would ask, "Ethan, what's your secret? How do you always stay calm?" He would smile and say, "My secret is simple. If you plant anger, you'll harvest regret. But if you plant patience, you'll harvest peace." He shared his story again and again, reminding people that not every problem needs to be solved today. Some problems need to mature with time, just like seeds in the soil. So, my friends, when life feels hard and nothing seems to move forward, don't rush. Don't let frustration control your mind. Even the strongest trees take years to grow. Even the brightest stars need darkness to shine. If things aren't working right now, maybe they're still growing. Silently, patiently, inside you. Patience doesn't mean doing nothing. It means trusting that your efforts will bloom at the right time. Remember, calmness is not weakness. It's strength. It's wisdom. It's understanding that timing is everything. So the next time you face a problem, take a deep breath, step back, and remind yourself, everything beautiful takes time. Don't let impatience steal your peace. Your moment will come. Maybe not today, but soon. And when it comes, it will be worth every second you waited. Because patience isn't just a virtue, it's the solution to life's biggest problems. If this story touched your heart, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs this message today, and tell me in the comments, what did you learn from Ethan's story? Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next story, only on Rise Stories.